Good morning. It is right about 9 a.m. Again, I woke up at 7 and I'm finally leaving the shelter at 9. Choked down a Pop-Tart, which you would think Pop-Tarts are delicious, but out here, your mouth doesn't create saliva as much as it would normally, dehydration and whatnot. Your body's just using that water elsewhere, I guess. I'm not a scientist, so don't look that up. But I'm sitting here drinking a water as I eat a bite of Pop-Tart. Bite of Pop-Tart, drink some water, keep moving. So anyway, I am set off today. Plan A is to go like 12.4 miles up an overstanding Indian mountain to a shelter that I forget the name of, but that's plan A. Plan B is to stop somewhere just at the summit. There are some tent sites, but that'll only be like a 6.4 mile day. Plan C is to stop even shorter than that, if that's where the cards lie. But I don't think that'll happen. So 9 a.m. I've got, let's just say, 10 good hours of hiking in the sunlight, and we're gonna see where it gets me. All right, y'all, I'm at Deep Gap. This is a little midday update. It's about 11:30 right now. I've hiked about 4 miles in 2.5 hours. It was pretty much all downhill. There's definitely a lot of flat, so it was really nice. I've developed some pretty good chafing between my legs, so that's fun, but it's not horrible. Anyway, here at Deep Gap, I have a steady incline of about 1,600 feet, something like that. It's a lot. Up an overstanding Indian mountain. I'm going to do lunch here probably in about an hour or so. I am 0.9 miles away from standing Indian shelter. In retrospect, after hiking at least a Deep Gap here, taking 2.5 hours, I know that I made the right decision yesterday by not going further than I did, but now it makes for today being a long day. So I'm going to take a good break at Standing Indian Shelter, get some water, eat some food, and then slowly trudge up the mountain this afternoon. Hello again. 45 minutes later, and I found myself at the Standing Indian Shelter. Pretty quaint little 8-man shelter here. I'll do a little spin move here for you. I was hanging out on the bench. There's my pack. Spot for about 8 people. I've got a little table here. And then I actually really like this. They've got a nice little bench. So I'm going to take probably a 45-minute break or so here. I think there's supposed to be water here, but I see there's water jugs here too. Like somebody had brought them up for other people, which is very generous. But I need more water. I'm down to 1/4 of a liter or so. I haven't drank the amount of water that I probably should have this morning either, so I really need to hunker down, find some water, sit there and drink, fill up, and be ready to conquer the rest of this mountain. All right, y'all, I got about 2 bites of that wrap that I just showed you there. Really thought that I would need a little mayonnaise or something in there. Maybe a little mustard actually would have been nice, but I'm liking it. Wrapped up pepperoni and cheese sticks. Definitely a good lunch. No cooking required. First couple days you're out here on trail, it's always not too much of an issue to have certain kind of cheeses and pepperoni, things like that. But we'll see how that goes for tomorrow, if it's the same kind of taste or not. I did smell the cheese to make sure it wasn't funky. So, but there's so many preservatives in food these days. I mean, what is going to be the chances that I get sick on something like that? Now that I said that, I'll probably get sick. All right, y'all. Fast forward to Carter Gap Shelter. It is about 6:45. I've got about an hour left of daylight. Need to put my bed together and everything. Tough day today. 12.4 miles, if I remember correctly. It's just got every bit of it. The inclines were not difficult. The declines were awesome. The flat sections were great. But overall, I probably did too much. Trying to race against a rainstorm that's going to be on Wednesday. I'm not sure when. Today's Monday. So I think I've got 16 or so miles to get to Winding Stair Gap. That's where I can get a shuttle to Franklin, North Carolina. Hopefully that all goes well. All of that can be accomplished. I'm hoping, depending on what the elevation looks like, to do probably about 12 miles tomorrow again. And that way I only have to do 4 in the morning on Wednesday. Start early on Wednesday, get a shuttle or a hitchhike or however, get into Franklin before noon, hopefully. That would be perfect. And then sit in a hotel, maybe take a nap, take a 30-minute shower, get a large pizza. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what I'm craving yet, but we'll see what they have available and see what sounds good at the moment. Till then. Hello again. Just a few minutes since my last message. I am here by myself yet again, although it's a little later in the evening, so perhaps tonight I actually won't have any company, which might be okay, because the last 2 nights I was kept up by some snoring. So being here by myself might actually be the ticket to a real good night's sleep. What a day. Tough day, I gotta say. I gotta drink more water throughout the day. I kind of thought that I could just huff it here with like 3 miles to go, and I just didn't anticipate the fact that this is going to be a whole 3 miles up and down, nothing too crazy, but that's just strain on your body after 9 miles, making a 12-mile day. So something to consider if you're out here. No matter what fitness level you are, you got to drink water throughout the day. I just crushed 2 Powerade. They make like it's not a Powerade, actually. I think it's Gatorade that makes it. Anyway, they all have something. It's powder for electrolytes. I did 2 of them in a 1-liter bottle. I've got less than a liter of water. So I got to go back and get water, which it's kind of an inconvenient place. And the next water source is like a ½ mile away. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to make that trek at least 1 more time. But it's worth it. I'm going to do it. So has to happen. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut it short here. I think I don't have the biggest appetite. I need to get some more water in me so my body starts to work right and I can actually eat something without having to drink of water every time I chew a bite, because I've got no saliva. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm thinking if anything, I might just do a tuna wrap. Something simple. I've got some candy, some Swedish fish, or some chocolate M&M, peanut M&Ms. Yeah, I'm going to eat some of those. We'll see. I've got kind of hiker brain right now, so I'm just going to go sit down for a little bit, drink some water, and see if anybody shows up. Good night, y'all.